Okay, chat. Hello, hello. What's up? Let me pull it up. Stream here. Let's get paid. Let's go. It's time to get paid indeed. You are right on that. So, pretty interesting area now. I feel like there's a lot of things I want to. I gotta delete some stuff real quick. That we should be eyeing for. So we did get inside the monthly fair value gap. I want to show here. I'm gonna also draw it out. We got the upper quadrant inside of it. It's such a large one that I don't even have anything for. So we're gonna change this to monthly. Ooh. We're gonna really be an interesting week. I think this leading to April is gonna be pretty aggressive. So I'm also a post that we're online too. So here we are inside the monthly. We're slowly trying to get away from it. We got some reaction earlier today in the New York time here. Just a lot of inefficiency, just back and forth. I'm expecting we're just gonna range back and forth until we see a large move. And I think if you want to be trading this, you have to be somewhat adaptable, even more than you would previous months and weeks. So this is interesting here, right? We're getting back inside this 4 hour. We're filling it up. All right, there we go. I'm gonna just think we're in the 4 hour already. I want to see this try to retest one more time and then come back up. This is there we go. Just marking the levels. It's just first time on charts. This should not be here. What the heck? Hello? I need to refresh this or something. Give me a second, then we'll get started, guys. Just preparing it up. So we see Asia really did a big move back up here. London continued, and then New York AM immediately just opened up and dumped. I want to see this a little bit lower before we come back up. I think that's what I'm going to go for. We already established a pretty large low down here. We could go lower throughout the day. I want to have, if we do want to go lower, I want to have it later this week. But we are drawing lower so far right now. I feel like we had multiple attempts to see if this can bring this back up, and it failed both times. Now we just heading to the Asia range here. I remember Desi saying that these are the biggest money making opportunities when it comes to monthly levels. I think he could be meaning two ways. Like if you see such a large draw liquidity on the monthly and you're up here, it's a very easy target to like try to play to the drive-in, and then you flip in the way that you're looking for this to come back out. These would be like swing long opportunities for we'll move back up. When you're in this higher time frame like this is like pretty fearful. Yeah, we're gonna draw lower here first. I think we're gonna go lower before higher. Could we played any short just anytime? Very hard too. I'm just gonna keep on flipping. If we just get a big sell and hold and look way back up, I'm definitely gonna try to jab longs. I don't think I'm gonna be biased at all. I just know that we're between 2-4 hours right now. If we close low over 2 p.m., then we could aim for yesterday's low or 2 days low. But I feel like this should hold here. It's kind of chilly in here. Okay. NTU is becoming the weaker asset right now. I also want to pay attention to silver and gold here. It's been moving. It's actually been moving now. I think 70 flat is where we're trying to hold. But we have a lot of these lows just did not even touch, so very interesting. Drawn lower here. Here's that sell. Just gotta pay attention to this. Took the lows for AM. I don't think we moved lower that much for PM. I could be wrong. It could just sell for new lows past the overnight range. But I don't want to see that happen. I think we're a good area to consolidate first, but Here's that drop there. I think that was a predictable sell. Again, just a very challenging one to just commit to join in. Pretty good sell though. I think we're gonna find a low somewhere here. I don't want to wait for it, or I don't want to time it. I want to let it hold, and then we'll see what we can do. There's not too much of like a higher time frame hold in this area. If I'm honest, I feel like this is like you can see on ES. There's like that divergence here. Just gonna sell through this. Asia lows, Heron trades want Asia lows. I want to see Asia lows stay. I think I would rather it take it tomorrow. I tend to like that day more and let today be more of a range consolidation day for the next day to drive lower. Because we already drove up pretty high. I don't think we sell all the way out. That's a lot of range for a Monday. Don't let me counter poorly, guys. Let me actually get this right. The moves has been happening overnight. That's what I'm thinking. So I think Asia or London will take these overnight lows, not New York. Not PM. I think if PM wants to get Asia lows, that means PM is like producing a pretty large range, which rarely happens. Friday it did happen because of course we're trying to get the monthly lows. We'll see. We'll see. It's tended to be Asia and London that's been making all these giant moves still. If this holds, how would I find the long though? Are we plainly going off of a 1 minute version, or are we actually gonna try to wait for structure and see like maybe a chance to delivery on the 5 minute? If that was the case, we would need like a closure all the way back up here, which does give signs of like strength. If we can, let's say, boom, and then come back up, take out this high. What do you guys think? I feel like it's not the easiest so far. Even if you were already like kind of bearish bias to start with, I feel like you've been easier to play it in the AM than sort of PM. PM you already opened up near the AM lows. Good morning. Are we bullish today? I don't think so. I think we're more bearish, but I think it's not gonna be like a new low day bearish. Still selling here. Still selling, still selling. Yesterday was not bad. I don't know if you guys are there for the Lucid Town Hall. I was there. They did some updates. And I was trading here. I was waiting for the long opportunity, and then I was able to basically catch a long. I don't remember where it was, though. It was not open. I think it was like much after, like 8 p.m. Maybe it was here when I was trying to go for the longs, and I was able to capture a few good long opportunities. Which I keeps on kicking me because, like, in hindsight, I'm like, why did I just TP like right? I think it was this high. Like once the gap filled, when you see shortly later, just keeps on. If you put a trail stop, let's say you long, like let's say right here, trail stop at any lows, just keeps on going. Trail stop here, trail stop here, trail stop here. You would have kept on going. Probably this one might have been still good still because I think trail stop here. It hasn't hit it yet, and then this is where you have hit it. So out of gotten another 200 points if I did the trail method, which is interesting. That kind of kicks me a little bit, but that's on the Lucid Live account. That's been my focus along with my live account itself. We've been really moving that though. If you guys want to see while we're waiting, I don't think I'm chasing this short. I feel like chasing this is like you're within trend, but it is a little bit risky. But let me pull up the TradeFi update just so we can kind of go over it a little bit while we're here, while we're waiting. Because this is a very, very sketchy area here. Okay, so Lucid update is live profit boosted from 80 to 90%. That's a plus. They only want to do 80% to be CME compliant. I think they join the membership. They get better commission fees and all that stuff. They decided, let's just listen to the prop traders and just give them 90%. Anyone who blew their Lucid live or took their cash out instead of live, you're welcome back April 26th. After that, there's a 2-week cooldown after every live is blown. So if you pass it today and you blow it or you take the money, then you got to wait another 2 weeks. And then this is the Lucid Max. Lucid Max is actually pretty interesting though. I would, I really haven't looked at it too much, but I would typically go for the 150K because it gives me the most drawdown. $425. Is this with discount or without discount? I think without discount raw price, it's still not bad, but it is kind of expensive. Oh, I should ask that. Let me just ask that. Does anyone know? It's still selling. I'm just gonna let this sell. I think we already missed this short opportunity. Typically, I'm gonna tell you where I would love to get the short. We have this big range already, right? Big sell. We get 2 attempts. So after this 2 attempts, I would ideally want one of them to take out the other high first. This one kind of like just missed it. But here's the thing here. We drop here. We missed this low, which is the AM low. We attempt higher. And then we came back down. I just need to see this, take this internal high. And then what I'll do is just basically, once it confirms, I'll put my short in, take my stop wherever the established high is, and then aim for the break of the AM lows and just let it ride. That's like the ideal short. I'm gonna just delete the arrows and just tell you right now that that did not happen. You know, so this is like challenging to me to just join in. Because it's clear that your draw was lower, but real time with the setup, even looking at it hindsight, it wasn't the best. So we're gonna let that sell. I think I'm gonna try to see if it could hold and make a low, turn around. Oh, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Lucid Max though. Who's eligible is invite only, so it's a privilege. If you are doing good, then you're invited to do the Lucid Max, which is basically you pass the eval, you go straight to live, which is good because think about like this. I'm not. Again, I need to make sure if this is full price or if there's a discount, like a 30% off discount would make this actually very, very good. But even without it, I think it's still good. You pay $425. You pass it, you basically get 4,500 drawdown on live, which is like, again, daily payouts, no payout caps, instant live capital, and a day drawdown, and up to 5 counts. That is the goal here. How do you get invited? You got to be doing good, man. Good enough to the point where they're like, okay, you don't need to fund it. We don't want to give you funded payouts. Let's just get you to live, and then make it where you could just, when you do good, you just take the payout from the markets and we'll just front you the money. Which is, I think is a good idea because if you let really good traders, it's subjective to who you think that is, but if you let traders who know you're going to get payouts from it, why not just front them the capital instead of paying that out of pocket? Is it like TPT? Yeah, it's kind of like TPT where they invite you to be Pro Plus permanently. Like that way, yeah. But honestly, like here's the fact. So like the Lucid Max is great, but I don't think it's a problem. Just go back to eval and just get payouts on Sim too. Like I don't think there's any restrictions for like limited payouts. You go 5 payouts again, so you could just milk them round 2 if you want. It's kind of crazy. Like it's not like I want to be Lucid Max. I have to be it. I could go either. I would probably prefer that Lucid Max because the live capital with no payouts cap is like big to me. What minimum live count would you say to open? Is 1,000 enough? No. Okay, this is my opinion. My opinion could be different from someone else. $1,000 is not enough to trade live cash markets. 1,000, like you'll be trading like 1 micro. Like your expectation of like a good day would be like $10 or $50 to say. That's not worth it. I would wait until you can get like, I want to say 40,000, maybe 30, 35. Let's say 35 is a good number in the middle before you even think about it. If I were you, if I were in issues, use that $1,000 and just go slow as you can with props, like probably like a Lucid Flex for $98. That would be the route. Spend $98, no activation fee, get payouts would be $1,000 every month. 20K could work. Yeah, 20K. I think like it's about comfortability, not like the bare minimum. Unless I read that question wrong. Was it the minimum? Okay, he says a minimum. Minimum, I'll say like probably 25. But comfortably, I want to say at least 35 before you guys even think about trading your own cash. Because you gotta have expectation. Like someone could be like, someone on the internet could be like, oh, you could trade with like $500 and double it and triple it. Like how realistic is that? Can you just put $500 in an account and then expect to double it in a month? They'll sell you that dream, which is like very unlikely, because if that was possible, then me having like $1 million port, I could double it in the next month too. Very unlikely. Just looking for a track record. You can still have a track record with a prop firm too. If you're talking about like you want like a live funded, they have live accounts. Like for me, like I'm pulling something up, guys. If I was in your shoes right now, this is just one firm. This is me risking $0 other than what I spent. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go view details. This is the track record right now. 5,000. Oh damn, $7,500 down. 4,000, 1,200, 4,800, 1,800, and we're closing in 2 days at 6,200 so far. I hit $12,000, $10,000 days, but like I kind of rebounded because these are like massive days. But we're at 52,000. We start at 30. This is what I'm talking about. 30,000 is somewhat comfortable for me. And this happened off of I'll say it, direct funded. Direct fund is expensive. It's like $500 a pop. So 5 direct funded is $2,500. But you don't have to go direct funded. I think that's just convenience. I just like convenience. Go for like an eval. It'll be like $100 instead of 500. This is just selling, guys. This is if you want to chase this, feel free to. For me, I cannot chase this. I feel like I'll chase this and then it's gonna turn. Even look at the 1 minute chart. Like where would I just? We broke the AM low, and you're like, oh, this is so easily gonna fall down lower. Like, are you gonna join in here? Are you joining here? Are you joining here? I'm just gonna let it go for create a low. I'm glad I didn't preemptively join in longs though. I feel like that would be pretty dangerous right now. We're about to fill this whole 4 hour. NQ's already heading towards age low. I still don't think it's gonna get hit today, but yeah, I could be wrong. My objective right now is to wait for a low and wait for price to like curl up and holding as not just a 1 minute version, but like let it basically do something like, you know, let's say, okay, it keeps on going lower, right? Keeps on going lower, keeps on going lower. Let's say it finds a low right here, and then we actually start respecting and creating bullish order flow, and then I want to join in on like probably the second tap in. So I would probably stay away from the first 1 minute flip, unless it's a giant flip. Then like, you know, you have to wait for the retrace instead. But yeah, for me, guys, I think prop days are cool. This is like honest opinion. You guys like honesty, right? I feel like prop error is starting to turn down for the big traders. So 2023, 2024, 2025. That was like when you could get uncapped payouts. You could go for, you know, you're seeing like 6-figure months pretty easily. Now it's kind of challenging. You could have a 6-figure month and then all your props will just be moved to live, and then some accounts forfeited. You get to live basically from like, you know, you could have like a $60,000 on your sim fund and then get moved live with like 15K or 20K. So like a third of it left. It's just much harder. You can do in the live markets with the live funded, but they just reset you basically. So nowadays, I'm just more focused on my personal capital. So I'm trading on my futures, my Robinhood, and then I have my Lucid Live. I'm also trying to continue trading props, but I think the prop error is like not as it used to be. I think we could agree that, right? I guess for the big traders, if you guys are just like, if you guys are happy with like 10K, 20K, 30, 40K, probably 40K is the upper limit. Months, you can still do that with props, no problem. But if you're trying to go for like 100,000 per month consistently, it's challenging, man. Man, it's challenging now. You think of Apex too. Apex, their max now is 300,000. I'm pretty sure 300 or 400. If you get 20 accounts, the largest account, and if you get paid at least, you know, they're still playing games with that. And if you don't move live also. Who the F has a goal of 100K a month? I do know a handful. I can count them with like probably one finger per hand. Including me. There was a stretch, I think in 2025, where I had every single month 100K plus, 6 figures. Some months it was like 200, some was like 150, others 100. Just only props though, not anything personal. I'm just saying, it was possible if you traded, like copy traded, if you did good and, you know, you requested payouts all at the same time. No longer possible in theory anymore, really. If it is, it's only for like a month before they move you live. Nobody can get millions payout with Apex like JCap and Desi now. Is there a way? No. Apex now, you can't do that anymore. Was it 1/3 affiliate commission? No, you could basically look at all the 2025 and see the receipts of actual payouts. Apex was a big contributor, and then like it was Top Step. Top Step at the time was really good. Before they did all their recent games, it was very easy to get like 50K per month on Top Step. Because you could request every 5 days, which is like a week. And at the time there was no limit. You could request like 20K per account if you want. Now it's 5K per account, which is still pretty good. But now they definitely want to move people live more, and then they forfeit profits too, or not forfeit, but put them in reserves. That's just honesty with the prop series. I think it's more catered to the general public rather than the big boys who's milking it. Which makes sense. That's why you if you're like killing it in props for a while, you should be focused on trading your own capital. That's why I am. This month for March. If you see, I could still show it now, but I'll just post it on Twitter because I'm not in Robinhood. I think I up like 240 or 250 something. Yeah. Oh, 270. 273,000. You cannot do that props. I think you just need to be able to shuffle all that money into a funded or to your own personal cash, and then just do that on your own with no rules, no nothing, no profit split. I'm glad though. I'm glad that props. I've been trading props for. I'm not sure it's 4 years yet. I think it's going to be 4 years. It's like 3.5, or maybe over 3.5. But been milking for like 3 years already. This is like 2026. It's not like a milkable year. You want to say something about Tradify accounts, I guess? Oh, you're bringing that up. Okay, Tradify 3.0, right? Is that what you're mentioning? It's a pretty good update. I'm not sure if it's been like leaked. Has it been leaked? Does chat know? Would you ever want to go with a real prop company like JTAP? I did get connected, or was attempted to. I think Jade was trying to hook it up, but it's gonna be a lot of time. I think you got to do. So from what I heard, they start you with a low amount. So they'll start you with like 25K, and you prove yourself over the course of like a month. And if you do good, they might, bump you up to 40, 50, up to 100. I feel like that slow start is like an investment. Like, would you want to commit to trading them with a small amount first, and then you get up to maybe like 500K or something like that? Or would you just rather trade over cash? I think if I didn't have the capital I have now, that would be such a awesome opportunity. But now it's like, I'm not even sure if it's the best. I think it's good for content though. That's the one thing I thought about. Like, oh, what if you just upgraded to a real prop now? Oh, and then the profit split is like, yeah, let's say they give you a 30K account, and then you make you double it. 30K becomes 60K. The profit split, it could range. It could be like just 50%. So that's the other thing. The only upside is like if you do just blow up the whole thing, then you're not liable to it. But they don't want to see you just have 30K account and then just lose like intraday 15K and then somehow hit break even. That's gonna be, everything would be so scrutinized where you have to be on top of your shit. Does that make sense? I am somewhat interested in trying to go for the longs. Who else is interested in playing for the longs? I think the 5-minute flip would give a lot of clarity. Can we wait 4 minutes without just zooming up? Please just consolidate for 4 minutes and just flip it, and then I'll look for a 1 minute setup. I don't think this is short. I think I've been waiting for a low. This low is starting to establish. We flipped it a little bit, changed delivery. Let's see if this holds. If this holds, the next setup could be valid. I don't want to be too early here though. That's it. You're in already? Someone said I'm in. In on what? What's the setup? Is it the one this change delivery here? I can see this working. Like if you want to be aggressive, it would be probably like this. I don't need to put up this low, like 20 points, and going for the next internal high would be already decent. I'm gonna delete this to cause no confusion. Also gonna pull up the trading view. This is for visibility. I traded on props, so Top Step X right now, and then copy trade with Ninja Trader. I'm only gonna mark it in on the paper account just so you guys can see how I manage it, instead of me just pulling out the window back and forth. It's decent. It's honestly in a good area. I feel like we made a pretty good low. Can I wait for it to flip first though? He's leaving. 2 more minutes. Look at this 5-minute flip too. Oh boy, what am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't click that. I do like this wick, and it looks like we're trying to close back up. That's pretty good if you ask me. You guys are longing already. I think you guys are. I feel like you guys are good. Who longed already? As long as you don't just like chase the long up here. I feel like that's the only thing where I'm like, okay, that's a concern. But you found a long setup wherever low time frame is or this retrace. I think you're somewhat good already. I think my long entry that I'll get would be higher than yours. But if someone just said, okay, I like longs and just put a buy market here, I don't know. I can't say that's good. Your long change delivery, I think it makes sense because you also got that 1 minute version too. A lot of it does give a lot of sense. Should I be looking at ES though, guys? I think ES makes a little bit more sense too. Does it? Let's see. They're about the same. I'm thinking like higher time frame, but lower time frame, I think they're the same right now. Maybe ES is a little bit stronger just because I just see it. Like I'm just pointing to the candle. It does look like ES is moving a little bit more. 5 minute is about to close, and we're actually moving a lot. I didn't want to be too aggressive. First trade of the day, we're like waiting for the bottom. I told myself I'm not going to wait for the first minute flip. I'm going to wait for a little bit more of a hold. I just hate when this happens. It's like a V reversal where we get a close and just really leaves without us before. Even like a 5 minute closure, which we got now. Now I'm able to join the long if I can find something. Now I'm just gonna buy market though. Definitely not gonna do that. Should have been aggressive with you guys. Hindsight. Maybe I should have been aggressive. Left money on the table there. It's moving. Okay, here's a sell candle here. It's an aggressive sell candle. 1 minute change to delivery. Should I have just joined that and made my life easier, guys? Yeah, disgusting that hit the 15 minute too. I think it's still move higher though. I really do. What is this? I'm really looking at the long opportunity. If I play on ES, it may look something like this. What the hell is that candle? Jesus. Now it's like how much do y'all want the long is it's a question. Like in theory, we're like still at the bottom of the range, even that wick. So if we were to come back up, we still have lots to go. Even this unmitigated gaps here. I'm all marked above too. That scam was just kind of like throwing out in the air, but I think I still want to play the long. This is like what I feel like is a good area. You get that. This already hit though. It's like meh, maybe even lower. But I'm also waiting to see if it wants to just, let's say, come down and then try to make our way back up. This would be much better. I think this is still like actionable for me. Let's just put it up like this. So odd, man. These candles are crazy. It moves without like thinking back. Top step glitch. Let me see. I have top step TV, so or top step X, they call it. I don't think it glitched that much. All right, one more drive attempt. I'm gonna go for the long. Probably give myself 2 bullets. Back into the 5-minute inversion here too. Yeah. This is so pinpoint too. I love these type of candles, but not how quick it leaves you. This is an awesome candle. Don't get me wrong. Like how it close above and then just wick that change the delivery. That's like top tier right there. Chat, you guys think this is a good long or no? Oh, I got how much should I do? 2 contracts? I just missed a buy. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think if this fails, I'll give myself 1 more bullet. We'll see though. We'll definitely see. Similar to NQ, if you want to take on NQ, it most likely the same thing. I definitely want to be an N before it went up, but you have like, I want to see the 15-minute get ran. So I'm in on this. We'll see how that goes. Chat, we'll see how that goes. Back in the 5-minute inversion too, which is also pretty cool. Full port of the retest. This is the only retest too. NQ is interesting though. Let's say you do low of day. You could make a case for PMIs. But I am in chat. I'm on ES. I could consider NQ, but NQ is moving actually a little bit better right now. ES is barely moving. Unless I'm zoomed out. Am I zoomed out? No, like if I'm moving like it's the exact same candle, this is like it's such a tiny move, and you did a good pop, honestly did. Let's just see. I don't really want price to go lower though. 4 hour filled already. This seems like a good load for PM. Who's with me? Who's with me, chat? Who is with me on the long idea? I missed it on the first go because it just left without me. This is the first retest. I just long the retest. Stop near the low of day. I'm betting that the market is establishing this low. These momentum just get eaten up, chat. What is that? I'm also watching NQ just to see how it goes. Do you have a budget for evals? What percentage of payouts do you reinvest? I don't really think about like how much to reinvest. For me, I just put all my money into like a reinvest pile, I guess. But I don't think of like, oh, I'm setting like 20% aside. You should think that way if you're like early on, like set whatever you need aside for taxes, set some aside for whatever you pay your bills, and then yeah, use the rest to make more money. But I think I would have a large stockpile. Like all my payouts are used to make more money. And I don't think I spend that much anymore. I'm not in props too much. In the past, so let's say 2025 is a good example. I would be, my expenses on average, this is on average. Some months I'll have zero, some months would be more if I'm buying more evals and getting more funded. Because there's moments where like I'll be funded and I don't need to buy anything for like 3 months straight. But it'd be like, let's say 20K on average. And then I'll get, with that 20K expenses, trading like 6 firms, 7 firms at once, and getting reserves and everything. I'll be able to make like 100, 150K per month. Nowadays, I think I'm spending like 1K or something, 2K. Very, very minimal. Just because I focus on live a little bit more. Which I'm fine with. I'm definitely cool with right now. We got a nice hold. I need to see more momentum here. Are you doing non-farm payroll this Friday? Oh, it is Friday. Yeah, I probably will. We'll be in Discord. Okay, I didn't want to ask your honest like thoughts here. So with Gaggett said, I thought you spent $2 million for a $1 million payout. Who did you hear that from? And where? How? That's crazy. Unless you're joking. Spend $2 million expenses to make $1 million payouts. Even if it's the reverse where you make a profit, spend $1 million expenses to make $2 million. That's still like crazy high. That's not even good. just think like for every 100,000 I get, on average, it'd be like 20,000 expenses. So if I get 1 million, just think 200,000 expense for the year. This is really getting held down right now, I would have to say. Did we break this and jump lower though? We could. 5-minute flip here would actually bring us down. There's like so many attempts where I try to move up. This is a first retest. It's starting to push lower. We're not down like that yet. I think this is like make or break here where if this could hold or not. I'm not too bad in, or I'm not too bad. I got 2 minis in on the Lucid Live. Like, I'm not concerned with this much drawdown. If we do get a big push though, then I'll be concerned. This is where I'm gonna put my stop. Here, I'll also do this. Just for visuals. We're just selling a little bit. If it doesn't come back up soon, I'm gonna just close it and just wait for the next opportunity. I'm gonna give it probably one more candle. See if this is a drive. $2 p.m., right? 2 p.m. 4-hour close. Kevin says new hourly macro pushes higher. Watch. I'm watching. I mean, that's cool if it does. That's cool if it does. The back and forth is gonna be nuts to me. This is like a 5-point stop. I wouldn't be mad taking one off for 5 and then break even. Let's just see if we can secure 101 and then put the break even and then go for the last target. Jump 500 con in your live count. You think if I just slam like 200 contracts on my live count, which I think I'm capable of doing. 200, how much? No, I have to be on trade rate. I think Robinhood, they require like a lot more leverage, like 30,000 or 25, something like that. But I know on Tradeovate, you could just go 200 contract with probably like $300,000. It's just ridiculous. Like how crazy that is. Like even like a 5-point move on NQ would move your account like 10% already. I'm speculating. I think you're like 10 times max leverage. How many contracts do I need to actually for you guys to see movement though? That's the question. That's a question for everyone to hear. This 4-hour wicked it, closed back above. It's not that bad. NQ is down lower though. It'll be very interesting to see it go for the low of day, Asia lows. This is still sitting at even for me. not the biggest fan of how it's moving right now, honestly, with this price action, because it's not going against me, but it's not going with me either. So it's like, I guess there's some tension. And I don't have the trend on my side. That's a danger here. The trend is bearish, yeah. I think I gotta have a pretty solid entry though. That hopefully though, we have the first retest. If this could flip and hold the 1 minute structure, we would actually zoom back up. So that's what I'm betting on right now. Where's the guy who said the new macro? You said the new macro 2 p.m. just a pump, and then like it just it just stopped. I need that 2 p.m. macro pump then. I'm definitely gonna take one off though, if I can. This is how I have it. One at this high, that'll be 1-to-1, break even, and then try to go for the last one at a 15-minute gap. Let me look at chat. Sorry, I think we're distracted with price action. Just be slow. If we get a payout on Lucid Flex, purchase with code SMART, we'll get a new free eval. Yes, you will. It has to be the same month. So if you bought it, let's say you bought it in like January and you get a payout, you can still claim it for March, but you can't claim like a payout from like last year. It has to be the same month that you're claiming. I think that makes sense. Or else someone could be like, oh, I got a payout 2 years ago. Can you verify this? And like, heck no. Just make sure it's from the same month. So next month, April, you get a payout April, submit it for April. Some people try to do that. They're like, oh, I have a payout from like 2025 in July, 6 months ago. Why can't you take it? I'm like, what? This is like brain rot price action so far. Probably take a loss if it doesn't want to go up, right? If it doesn't want to go up, then it wants to go down. Surprisingly, it's been holding this area. So you actually give actual evals? No, so when we give actual evals, people don't like that. It might make sense, but a lot of people actually like the bigger accounts, so they just want the points. And then the other problems, like, oh, I already have 5 accounts. What am I going to do with another Lucid account? We give you points. So it's enough points to get a 25K account. I think we're going to introduce a higher payout bonus tier where you can get at least like more than a 50K account. Like more some. So that's going to be cool. I think points is always universal. You can save it for whenever you need it. You can use it to buy another. Basically, you get payout for Lucid. Oh, you don't have any like TradeFi accounts? Use that to buy TradeFi. It's like pretty neat. To full port or to not full port? Let's just get to TP1 so I can be stress-free on this. Have you seen Japanese Twitter? How do you even access Japanese Twitter? You have to like follow Japanese like people? What does that even mean, Japanese Twitter? Do you always trade discretionary or do you have a full setup that are your go-to? I think it's a mixture, honestly. Sometimes like you gotta do what you got. Like if I'm trading 24/7, I would have to stick to more of a systematic setup. But here I'm like, okay, this is the price action. I want to find the best probable solution for what I got. And I'm not able to chase shorts. Not yet, at least. Can I chase longs? That's kind of like my thought process on this. We've been just back and forth trying to tease the first one. Now we're trying to tease the downside, which, let's see. If we get topped out on this, it's going to be hard to take another trade unless it's another long, unfortunately, because if not, you'll be just... We haven't really got a big upside push yet. Or enough of a push where I feel like we would go for shorts. We're just short the lows again. Yeah, let's see. This could stop me out. We had a fair shot on this. Could have closed it like 20 minutes. Go for even though. L trader. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take what that's like a $500 hit on this. I'm worried about the next trade. That's the problem. Where do we go for the next one if this is the price action we have? This is like, we flip this. I feel better about it, but I don't think it wants to. Let's see the 15-minute gap, or 15 minutes kind of sucks too. Yush is in the chat. I'm trading the loose alive. Yes, I'm at 52,000. It's gonna hit me to 51.5. I'm trying to build it up. I'm gonna wait for you, hopefully at like 80,000, so I can get a head start. I think that's fair. No, but I think there's a crazy thing. I asked Lucid, what is the highest live trader? I thought no one's at 100K, but apparently someone's at 500. I think that's what I got told. I'm like, what? Like, you have to think like how he got to 5K. You get moved live with, let's say, like 30,000, maybe escrow another 30,000, and he turned that to 500. That's actually crazy. Like, now, I don't know if I can even hit the leaderboard like that. My motivation on this is like, it was like all-time high. I'm like, okay, we're going for 100K. We're going to break the record. No one's like really trading live like this. And then someone said, oh, yeah, 500K. Damn. Full porting silver? I can't even trade silver in my live account, by the way. I don't have the data for it. I think I asked for it. I thought the data is going to be entered, but you have to buy separate databases. NQ, like, it's like, I don't know what it was, like CBOT or something, and then the other one is something else. And they said I could trade metals if I pay another like 150. So okay, give it to me. I'll trade metals, but they didn't add it, so I just been trading NQ since. I want to work for your company. What would you want to work as? What's the likeliness of it just takes a low and then it comes back up? It feels like a slow drive. Yes, your Comax. I don't remember what the metals one are. What is? It's like different data plans. But I don't know. I feel like also trading with like a 30K account, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not if you're trying to trade with size. I do 3 minutes on silver, I could be like down 10,000 or up 10,000 in like the same day. Like not same day, like same 2 hours, same session. That's how aggressive price action is, or how leveraged it is. I wonder if we could flip this 1 minute. If we flip this 1 minute, I might go for another 2N and let this be a nice big trade. I tried though. I really tried. I thought we had a good move there. We don't need another data analyst or customer support. Yeah, it's a pretty pathetic move though. NQ's doing something. I have to say, NQ's doing something, guys. I don't really want to be in any position right now. I think it's just so slow. This is pathetic. I need to wait for the next good move though. Right now it's like pretty poor. Yeah, it's a really cool win flip right now. Not much I could do here. Guess I could drive deeper. So I guess the next idea maybe would like just drive lower and then see if it could flip up. Just wait for that hold to be established, and then could be another chase delivery, honestly. Fill more of this gap here. Really not much else. What am I, on the hourly? Yeah. How's AM? I don't think I was on trading AM. Do you guys like trading AM today? In particular? I did remember opening up. I see the 930, it just immediately dumped. I'm like, what the heck are you supposed to do here? You would have to be chasing something to. Oh wait, did we get the flip? No, we need more time. But yeah, let me see the 930. Like, what could you have done? I feel like, was it sold off? I feel like a lot of people confirmation is a second candle. It just really fell. I have no idea how someone would like wait for that. But it fell. It fell from graces, guys. It fell down. Is chat stuck? I haven't seen a message. Unless you guys are just dead. Oh boy, this does not look the best. I think I'm gonna just close the trade, guys. I am gonna just wait for another one. I close it for half risk. This here, and then coming back down, not good. Where did my thing go? I'm gonna wait for the second one. I'd rather let it not hurt as much so I can feel better for the second opportunity. Is it long on a downtrend? What is wrong with you? It's all about risk management, guys. You could be counter trading every trend and still make money as long as you're basically doing it with good size and good risk management. You'll still make money. That's all that matters. If we flip this though, do we give it a shot? This is like interesting because I want this whole thing to be close above though. This might be too early for me, but hey guys, we don't do hindsight analysis here. If you want to say something, you just said it at the start. This is so weak. Every push up. We're at 5,800 on the day. That one, I closed for half off, so it was like more like 250, 300 loss. It's not a full 500-600 loss. I forget what my exit was or my full stop. I think it was 5 points. 5 points with 2 contracts would be 500. I am somewhat interested in this though, but this is so easy to fall back down. So that's like the danger. Any leaks on TradeFi 3.0? Should I leak it? How many people in here knows? Wolf Dubai know it. Saw the updates. Like, no, like seen the email about it. I think only affiliates seen it. Here we go. Might join back in here, chat. If we get better momentum, I need to see both closure this time, or else I'm gonna actually just get a short. This is like near the lows too. That's a pretty decent closure here though. This would be the idea basically. I feel like the risk reward is not bad because if it actually do get a big pump, you actually see a lot of move higher. It's probably a 15-minute gap. You need a lot of momentum here. The 1 minute closure here is at 64.01. Came back down a little bit. If it retests, you don't want to see it any lower than like the previous candle here, like 98s. It's pretty risky though. I do like this 15-minute drive if it does work though. Surprisingly, the first trade didn't hit my stop. I had to kill that trade early. Let's see how this goes. The first internal high is at 64.13. Let's see, chat. If it slices through this, it's cooked. I'm gonna do a smaller size on this. And then my plan would be to add if we could get a closure above these candles here. Oh, add for higher. That would be the plan. That'd be the big brain plan. I think I've been pretty good risk managed so far today. It's been moving slow, which is good and bad. Good as in like you could have a lot of time to really think about it. And slow, bad part is like it's not really moving. It's just consolidating, chopping. You don't want to see that when you're looking for it to hold. I don't think I'm going to short until we get a internal high move. We haven't seen that yet. I just have one though. Don't think I'm like sizing in this. I'm gonna put the smallest size I can just because it's like more risky. I have one contract in. For the Lucid Live, I've been sizing with like 3-4 contracts. So this is like pretty fairly risk down. Yeah, there's like one rule for me. If we don't get any high sweep and then we're near low of day, I have that rule that I don't want to play any shorts until we would slice it. And if that fails, then you know that fails. I'm gonna probably take that $200 hit here if it takes the lows. Let's see. I'm just gonna manually close this instead. Yeah, this is gonna get hit. That got sliced through pretty nasty. Again, you guys can short this. I'm not gonna try to short until I see something shortable. Playing it a little tight though. If we could get somewhat of a hold, we could get a pretty good hold, like good pop from these lows, because again, this is like near the low of the range right now. Someone said reverse me. One day, not today though, clearly, but you reverse me on a different day, then you'll see. Today, I'll let you guys have it. I need more water. I think it's about risk though. Like if you think I'm losing a lot of money from today, my loss today out of the PM session is gonna be like a fraction of my normal losing day. Just because like you're taking like a jab at it. It's not the end of the world. If you guys short this low, feel free to short the low. Flip it on me. I want to see if it works. I took that 150 loss. Again, I was one contract, and then it was a 4-point stop. I closed out for 150. So it's not bad at all. There's just that rule for me, guys. Like I can't play this. This one, it was interesting. I think this messed up the whole candle. Someone said like something about press release. This is like a flop to me here. Because at that time, I wasn't sure if this candle was wicked yet. But we got an aggressive move. That's fine. See, this isn't too bad though. I'm gonna show here. Where's this one? 99.75 long. About like a 350, 3.5. That's like $150 instead of holding it for all the way to the bottom. I'm really cool with that, at least, because if me doing 3-point loss, if it actually held, I think we would have at least hit the internal high, which would have been like 13 points. So that's why it was fair for me. But for those who are shorting these lows, let's see how low it can go. I think for me, if we have like a lower liquidity here. That's like 3 attempts to move higher. If we could have just snapped this and then turned down, could have flipped that short. Could have easily flipped that short. Because I would have established high. So like a high made here. And let's say you get like a, I don't know, like a 1 minute version or whatever you just want to jab it in. You put your stop here, 5 points, and then you go for the lows. Bare minimum. And then not TP all, you just let it trail and see if you can take it all the way down. That would have been the short idea of if the high got taken. It's trendy, it's trendy, it's trendy. I'm still thinking about where I want to build longs for a swing though. This is a swing versus a day trade is completely different. For me, it could be like a week hold, could be a month hold, could be a multi-month hold, depending on how far we go. But just think about this. If we can get a little bit lower on the month in like April time, I don't think we buy March. We buy like halfway to April. I would want to think we build a long here and then see if it can come back up off like it'll be like an 800 point swing minimum. What are some streamers to fade to get payouts? You guys are feel free to fade me. I know a lot of people like to the trolls like to come when we're losing. But it's not that much, honestly. See, that's the thing. Like, me taking a small hit is like the most powerful thing for these people. Unless you guys are trolling, like teasing. At least when I win, though, it'd be like a big day. That's what has been happening. This is dragging down. Some people speculating that I'm getting paid to make the stream lose. If that's true, then why is my stream performance like doing pretty good though? Like my lose alive is at 52,000. If you want to see here, 52,000 from 30. Like March 1st, 30,000. We definitely had a lot of hoops. But now is at 52. Just at least for the stream. These days, these are me going big days. One of these days was when I think I was short, and then Trump tweeted something about Iran, and like in 5 minutes I was getting cooked. How's your roommate, Lance? I have no idea. Get lucky. Lucky is something that you would say to someone on like one day, but you can't always be getting lucky. Like no one is going to be lucky for the whole entire month. That'd be crazy. Or are you exposed for game the system? No. You gotta be a thinker here. Gaming the system? Are you kidding me? I was trading for, so you guys are referring to Apex, this person referring to Apex. Game the system would be like, you'd be hedging. I wasn't hedging. You traded silver from $0 to 3 million. And then they pulled out the MAE rule to completely ban the account. Other time, they'll like, they might forfeit some profits on some days that qualified, which, that's fair, I guess. But to completely shut it down is like unprecedented. MAE rule is not a thing anymore, by the way. So in my book, like I would have broken anything. Just think I'm trading like 7 firms. Every firm likes my trading. One firm doesn't, and that's the firm that they would have to pay the most. Is that the low here? I can't be knife catching again. I would actually need to see this close back above here. Apex has denied like 16K payouts for me this month because I broke an MA rule last month. Are you on the legacy account? I thought the end of day doesn't have anything anymore. I think a lot of people, for everyone watching, there's the Apex email they nitpicked. It's like a very deceptive email, but one of them was like hedging. They made it seem like I was hedging the whole time. For reference, I was, it's like I had limits in, let's say I was in a position, I think it was like silver. I was long silver, I was in profit. And then while I was in profit, I had my TB set, it didn't hit yet. So then I flipped into shorting gold simultaneously. It was like one time though. One time I would have like 200 plus trades just because I thought the limit hit already. And it was like not hedging the way you think either. Which if it wasn't loud, you know, you just, you know, forfeit the day. Forfeit the day would be like, it was like $2,000. Legacy PAs. I feel like I don't see that many people trade Apex anymore. When you see like the most traffic, the most payouts, it's coming from Lucid, it's coming from TradeFi, it's coming from TopStep. I think there's some dying firms. MyFund futures, I think, still growing. They're still, but they're not growing as fast as others. Apex is more downtrending than uptrending, which is a concern. And then TBT is the only one where it's like a wild card. They share no data except your user data. Can you sue them? If you want my honest opinion, that would be the obvious answer. But I've seen there's some past cases of the same thing happening. You know what they do? They drag it on. It's very difficult because you're like one person. Let's say not even about me. Let's say it's you guys. You did something good. They've terminated your account. You try to sue a prop firm. These guys have millions. Like they're hiring like tons of lawyers, and they'll just drag it out to you bleed money. So like it doesn't even matter if you have the strongest case. It's gonna be hard to really beat their capital. So it's like you don't want to get in a fight with the legal system of a large company when you're one person. I think there's only one person capable of doing that, and that person right now does not want to be in the legal battle, and that's Patrick. Patrick is in a legal battle with TopStep for a different reason, for defamation. But Patrick's making like millions a month, guys. He's making like you don't know anymore, but it was like a year ago or a year and a half ago, he posted his Apex commission. It was like 30,000 per day off of one firm. So when you think of like now when he's much bigger in times like 5 different firms, that's an absurd amount. So he has money to bleed at least. That's why PW lost. I think the case is still ongoing. I heard. I think it's not a. If you were asking who would I be on, like which side am I on, I think I would be on Patrick's side. Look in this case, and if I bring up my case, I think most of you guys would be on my side too. Or at least I would think so. But the court is gonna be a different story. How's your TopStep? I've been trying to trade TopStep and it's like I've been sucking on it, to be honest. I think I'm just trying to go for a big day, and there's that one like 2 week stretch where I made up to like I think it was like 8,600 per account, and then I'm doing the 40% consistency rule where I need a little bit more, and then I forget what it was. Trump news kicked me out hard. Do we go for the jab though? Oh, you guys are gonna kick me again. I can't take the troll, guys. If I take another loss, I would never see the end of it. if it's another counter trend loss. AJ said most people only buy a few evals a month. That's got to be a lie, bro. SPF got a big ass spenders. Huh? What does that mean? No. You're talking about the most people. I think Lucid is the one that's the easiest to get payout. For reference, we have 10,000 active traders, and we're giving 500 payout bonus per month to unique users. And most, like, I'm gonna say, like, almost all of it comes from Lucid. So I think it's much easier to get a payout from any firm than Lucid, just based on the data. Like, you don't even think about, oh, the more users trade them, of course, to get more payouts. Just think of the percentage. The percentage is very high, too. PW said they shouldn't go through the legal battle and donate the money. I agree, but like the one with more money has the decision making. Because for Protect and Top Step, like $1 million in lawyer fees is like a drop in the bucket. It's like a few hours of revenue. That's what it is. So you would have to please him to drop it. I don't know what it was. I think I remember they chatting on Twitter. They're like they got a beer and they chatted out, and then I think Patrick wanted to just end it with 100K. Patek wanted $1 million to end it, and you know that was, you can't do anything with that. You think these prop CEOs got money? Do you think it's PW versus Patek? No, it's PW versus Top Step. They're using Top Step money. That's a business expense. It's actually just a business expense right there, which they probably use for other cases for, like, you know, any users. Don't say AJ looks broke. We're also talking about Lucid too, by the way, Top Step too. Top Step is the biggest firm right now. I'm telling you, if Top Step wanted to sell his company, he would almost be worth $1 billion. Like, I don't know how much he owns actually. I want to say like he'll be like worth like 500 million, depending on his equity. Because I think Top Step's worth over $1 billion minimum with their size and everything. Even a lot of prop firm CEOs think so too. Like, they think they're worth more than $1 billion. So you have to wonder how much Patek owns. He's balling. He's really balling. Do you have any firm revenue? No firm would publicly share all their revenue. What you can find is, like, let's say the payout numbers. You can make some estimates. It's pretty hard to see any firm's data, like all of it. Yeah, but you can also see some stats that they were willing to show out. It'd be like, if there's 10,000 traders, only like 10% might get to a payout, and then like not even 1%, like 0.5% will get to a live count. Live count would be like, oh, you're doing good enough to get like multiple payouts to be able to move you live. So the stats are bad. That's not a bad thing as a whole, because you're thinking of everyone, right? So everyone in this room right now, like, I don't think there's gonna be 90% of gamblers. I think a lot of you guys here are better than the gamblers. But if you're talking about the overall population, it's a different story. I hope no one here is like a degenerate like that, though. I really do. I really hope so. Probably 50% gets you live, it seems. Not 50%. I think based on the data, we might get like, I want to just throw in the air, maybe like 5%, which is a lot higher than 0.5%, like 10 times higher. Does that make sense? And then, like, talking about payouts, like, we're giving 500 payout bonuses to the 10,000 traded. That's already, is that 5%? I think that's 5% versus 1% everywhere else. So you guys are at least not the top, the worst 90%. Means you bring in 1 million affiliates. Where did you get that from? How did you get that? How did you get that speculation? A lot of people, when they're doing good, they don't spend anything. So here's what happened. Those people who get payouts, if they get one payout, they're more likely to get a second one. And if they get a second one, they're even more likely to get a third one and a fourth one. And there's a very large number of people, when they get payouts, they just keep on getting payouts where the bonuses just keeps on going back to them, which I'm fine with. So you make one purchase. Let's say you purchase in December, and you've been getting payout in December, January, February, March, April. We're paying you out like a payout bonus every month for no revenue from you. That's what's up. But yeah, if you want to see someone who's making millions off affiliates, it'll be Patrick. Patrick was already demonstrating that he is well over 1M per month. At least for us, we give a lot back in that way. So the revenue, let's say, is like a good figure, but then like overhead expenses is also very high. So, well, other affiliates, they don't do that. They just keep the whole thing. Different thing. How much is the payout bonus? It's 800 points, which is enough to get a 25K account. It's very close to get a 50K account, but I think somewhere in April, we're going to introduce a higher tier. I think we posted a little about this, where you had 1,000 points. 1,000 points would let you get a 25K account and basically 30% for the second account. Or you can get a 50K account and then a little bit extra to save up. Or if you don't want a 50K, to me, I would save up for the 150 to save up instead. It'll give you like halfway to 150. I never like going for the small accounts. I like going for the big accounts. I think that's the most bang for your buck. Because a 50K account here, 2,000 drawdown. A 150K account, they'll give you like 4,500 drawdown. But the price is like, sometimes the price is like very minimal increase. It could be another like $100. Do you make more of them? No. I don't think we're making anywhere close to Patrick. Patrick's already making over 1M. We're not even close to that. I think if I want to speculate, he might be at 2. Because I'm just thinking of viewers and how cult following he has. He's like 6,000 live viewers. We have 500. We're basically 10 times smaller than him right now, which is interesting. Cammy Capital also made his fortune from affiliates. How much did he make? Did he say that his full numbers? Some of these guys are huge. I think we're still like a small community because you have like people who's much larger, like YouTube channels or even Instagram or TikTok, and they reach a lot of people. I hope SPF can get there because there's a company where you get rewards and everything. He bought 4 Lucid using code SMART. What do you get out of it? You get points for the initial purchase, and you get a payout. You get basically a free eval. Just make sure you sync it. D-Money. D-Money is such a good idea. Like I actually like D-Money, like just based off his seeing some clips of him. He's like very chill. I wonder if that's a good idea to bring someone on though. I feel like it has to be someone particular though. Someone that I would actually like. Because then it'll be like, someone can trade AM, I can trade PM. Look at that power. I can't tell if D-Money is legit or not. He never shows account balances. It's more likely, this is like speculation of course, it's more likely that he just doing it for the show. He's not actually like making a lot of money. If he could be break even, he could just be very, like a little bit in profit. But the most of it is like, it should be a showman. It's a different thing. profit to drawdown ratio, that's fine too. This is just pretty interesting. Well, I'm going to be likely closing the day down 500 on the Lucid Live. Just short. Someone say just short. Watch this. Okay, I'm just going to do, this is paper, but we're just going to just short like someone said and just see how that goes. Let's do a simple 5 points TP. And I will do a 5 points. Is that 5? No. Yeah. 20 ticks. Yeah, this is 5 points. I'm just going to see if just randomly shorting on a downtrend would work. This is paper, guys. Trend is your friend. Watch this. It's always my luck. That's why I always have to wait for at least an internal sweep for me to play it. And you see this happen here. Like we have a high here, we have a low, and we have a lot of lower highs, low. This is still like not really sweeping highs, low, lower high, low. I just hate shorting this until you would actually get above first, and then you play lower. This to me is infinitely better. But if this worked, you know, like I feel like there's a coin toss. That's so true. Like it'll work and it'll enforce the most bad habits. I just know like if we swept the previous high first before moving lower, this would have had a better shot. Short a pop, not the bottom. That was, I feel like the pop, I guess pop makes sense, but pop to me also wants to take out at least an internal high. But yeah, we probably don't have anything else to grab today. It's gonna be a lost day for me, chat. I'll have to take that on the chin. All right, it's so far it's 100 likes for a giveaway. So 200 likes for 2, 300 likes for 3, and so on and so on. And you have 255 is in 5 minutes. Feel free to do what you want with the information. Yeah. Oh boy. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I should just ignore everything I know and just short the downtrend and just wish for the best. Jeez, guys. I really hate, there's like the one thing like, if we're up here and then I can foresee a downtrend, I could easily play this. I would probably short this 5 minute gap here. But when we're opening up at 1 p.m. near the bottom of the range, and I'm like, I haven't seen a sweep yet. I can't play this yet. We sweep then we get the lows. And then just basically nothing. This one, I guess you could consider. You have to really want it though. What a challenging structure. Wait, did it hit? Oh my freaking god, I think it hit. 5 points. Oh my goodness. You're telling me I could have just smacked a short anywhere? That's like near the bottom of the range? Near the lows, basically? It just made money? Chat, I don't know what to say anymore. I gotta quit trading. I have to quit. I have a question. Is it no longer advisable to work with Apex? What would be the best option? I'm not gonna be the one to tell you not to trade a firm. I think I would recommend you to trade the firm that I think is better for you. But if you do trade Apex, just my word of advice would be to don't do anything crazy. Like, don't go for big numbers. Don't give them a reason to deny you. They will use anything to mess with you. It could be, psychological warfare too, where they, I think everyone saw the video where he's just saying he has like 80,000 PAs, and these guys are about to hit payouts. We have to do something about it. He's like, send them an email. The email is like, record a video. Those are the what I'm talking about. I think it does throw you off because you could be focused on trading, and that comes in, that messes with you, that throws your trading off, and you tilt, burn. So if you're able to have a strong mental fortitude and not be caught up in that way, and just do bare minimum, do basics, you can try to trade Apex. If not, just trade the big firms, the big trusted one, where you would have zero issues because it's been years and there's no issues anywhere. Lucid, Tradeify. I would throw in Top Step, other than don't run Top Step balance, because if you move live, guess what happens? You will have it locked up. That's the advice for any prop firm. Just follow the rules. Yes, but I think there's that one firm where it's like different from the rest. You can follow the rules and still mess up. Still mess up, but not because of your fault, though, of course. I am somewhat surprised in a way just how well it just fell here. You need to provide the exit. This is not my short. I want to say the future open tends to be a good area to draw in. Maybe like a point above it would be nice. So 63.81. Oftentimes I see it draw the future open and then just maybe do one quick drive and pop back up. Damn, you guys cooked on this one. I should just ask chat more, to be honest. Like, why do I have to be a thinker when I can have my stream think for me? How are your mods? They're good traders. I think if you're talking about SPF mods, those guys aren't really trading. They're just moderating. I think Kevin actually gets some payouts though. I know the other guy is like just more for tech support. I think we have to wrap this up, guys. I would want to go for that 6380 area. Let's just do the giveaway and then we'll wrap this up. Let's do the giveaway here. How many likes we got? I'm gonna refresh, and if we have not the right 134, guys, that's gonna be one. Come on now. I'm gonna refresh again. Let's see if it becomes two. No, we don't have to do one. I'm gonna honor this one. If we get like 300 likes, we'll do 3, so on, so on. Just to encourage it more. 35 seconds? I'll do 50 seconds. After this, we're gonna wrap this up. That was like not the best, to be honest. Could have had a better session. Very challenging to me, at least. What do I need to do to connect the 4 Lucid accounts? You gotta, if you're in the new dashboard, which I recommend, all you gotta do is log in, and then it'll be like enter the new dashboard in the top banner, and then click rewards, and it'll be like sync your email. And you just enter your email and just wait. It's not gonna be instant. It's some you have in how it works section. It'll be like some would be like within 40 hours. Other one is once a week. There's more entries than likes. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Arctic Bull, congrats. Yeah, we're back to daily streaming. Today we I had a good Asia overnight, and then I gave some back. I think pretty risk managed in that way though. I didn't give much back. I like that. That's fine with me. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's rigged. Why is it rigged? Oscar, I think, are you the same Oscar that I'm thinking of where they get like tons of giveaways winners? I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's selling. This is like, the downtrend sometimes is hard for me because I need to see an entry model. And without a clear entry model, I can't join in. I wonder if I missed something though. Like, we could have saw here, this 5-minute retrace here. Interesting enough. This one might have been good. What was this? 235? It was here. So it took out the lows first. Came back up. I guess we could have shorted this and put our stop above this high. 15-minute fair value gap short. I was looking at here. I don't think the 15-minute would have been good. Here would have been a little different because we had that new spike, I'm pretty sure, 145. Like, if you think I'm gonna, this is like a 1 second spike, by the way. All right, I'll wrap this up. See you guys tomorrow. It's an okay session today. We'll see you again tomorrow for Tuesday. See you guys at 1 p.m. tomorrow.